Hey everyone, this is Scott Everitt, Vice President of Healthcare Solutions with Practical Data Solutions, and welcome to Dashboard of the Month. For today's Dashboard of the Month, we want to talk about the PDS Point of Service Collections Dashboard. Now, a long time ago, we used to create dashboards to look at copay collections, and there was a lot of focus on that. But with the advent of more high deductible insurance, greater coinsurance amounts, it's really become important to not just focus on copays, but look at any sort of cash that we can collect from our patients while they're there in our clinics and that we're engaged with them. So we want to have a dashboard which helps us to understand how well we're doing on that front and how well we are collecting at the point of service. So obviously the first metric we want to look at is just the total collections which are coming in at the point of service. Just any sort of overall increase in trend in this is something that'll be positive for us, because anything we can collect on the back end or on the front end is much, much easier than it is to collect on the back end. When we look at it as well, if we look at copayment that comes in within 7 days. So we do want to keep tracking these copayments. We do have a lot of plans which are still requiring copays after deductibles. We want to make sure that we are collecting what we can. The issue with copays that makes it so important to collect these at the time of service is that a lot of times these are going to be low balances on the back end. And so if we don't collect them at the point of service, a lot of times they get written off to low balance adjustments on the back end, and we just never see this money. So understanding when our patients have copays, looking at their cards, looking at their insurance amounts that come across in verifications, and finding out what we're supposed to collect from a copay can really help us on the front end so that we're not writing off a lot of these on the back end. The other place that we really want to look is in open balances. Patients a lot of times come in and they may have an open balance either with one of our providers or another provider within the organization. And we want to make sure that we are helping to at least let them know that they have these balances and then collecting wherever we can. So we want to have a simple percentage of what sort of things can we collect on the front end. And what this is going to do is this is really going to help us drive down our self-pay aging if we can collect it at the time of service so that we don't have to wait later on. We also want to look at the number of point of service payments that are coming in and looking at a trend. We can take this trend and we can calculate it as a percentage, looking at, overall total visits which are out there to help us understand how well each one is collecting. But we really want to look at that number. But we also really want to look at our average self-pay balance and the days to zero balance that come across from this. What this is this is a compelling argument that we can utilize to help improve point of service. This is something that we can utilize in management meetings with clinic managers to say, a lot of times our aging balance for our self-pay is really incredibly high. If we can collect at the point of service these balances, these copays, any estimated deductibles up front, that's going to help us get our money faster. It's going to be a cash flow improvement, and it can really be a financial benefit to everyone involved. So this dashboard, I think, is a very good way to communicate all of this information to upper level management in a highly visual format to let them know what is going on from a point of service collection standpoint. If there's anything that we can do at PDS to help you and your organization get to these metrics, please feel free to reach out to us at pds-online.com. Thank you for joining us for our Dashboard of the Month. My name is Scott Everitt.